If you've been in the property market for quite a while, you probably have heard of this term. With every single property agent starting their home tour with "this unit has an efficient dumbbell layout."
Very popular to have dumbbell layout because you don't have wasted space.
Very little wasted space.
No wasted space.
What do they mean by efficient? Is it really better? Does it even make a difference? Let's find out. To better understand this, we have done up 2 case studies and hopefully we can have a better idea of the layout that the market prefers. To know which is a better buy, dumbbell or corridor layout, setting personal preference aside, I guess the only quantifiable way is to compare the profitability between the dumbbell and corridor layouts. Starting off with Clement Canopy, their TOP in 2019. The layout in this era is starting to gain popularity and has been pretty much the same moving forward. Given that 2019 is already 5 years back, the number of recent transactions that has happened is enough for us to then study the difference between the performance of the 2 different types of layout, dumbbell and also corridor layout. Clement Canopy actually has dumbbell and also corridor layout within the same development, so that makes it pretty much easy for us to compare the difference in performance. So Stack 12 will be the dumbbell layout and that is facing the AYE. Stack 13 to be the corridor layout. So the other corridor layout that is non-expressway facing will be Stack 3. All 3 layouts have tuck-away kitchen. So these are the differences and also the similarities between the 3 different stacks. So the first thing you will notice is that Stack 12, the dumbbell layout, actually performed the best out of the 3 different stacks of 2-bed 2-bath. So this actually shows us that the dumbbell layout can fetch you the best average annualized gain. But Stack 13, which has the same facing as Stack 12, facing the AYE, isn't too far behind at 4.1%. So the interesting thing that we notice over here is that Stack 3, the non-expressway facing stack, is actually underperforming as compared to 12 and 13. So this goes to show that people over here seems to prefer the unblocked view that comes with the AYE facing, and they're willing to accept the noise that comes with the expressway facing just for that unblocked view. But I think there's a whole other video on its own that we can discuss on whether, expressway facing or the view is actually more important. Maybe we can include it in as part of the review for the Clementi Avenue 1 plot that is coming up later on this year. But I want to bring our attention to the average sale PSF. So looking at the dumbbell layout Stack 12, the average sale PSF is coming in at 1,008. And Stack 3 and 13 coming in around 1,760 and 1,780. The difference comes in when the average sale quantum for Stack 12 is lower than Stack 3 and 13. I would say that the efficiency that most people are referring to would be this. Stack 12 with the dumbbell layout has a smaller floor area as compared to the corridor layout in Stack 3 and 13. So the thing about this is that the dumbbell layout has a smaller floor area without reducing that effective living space and still give an overall quantum that is lower as compared to the corridor layout. You'll notice that Stack 12 is a good 48k cheaper than Stack 13. Yet, the difference in sale quantum for Stack 12 and 13 is only 26k. So food for thought here. When is it worth it to pay that additional 48k for the corridor unit? I want to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. Now let's look at something newer, Florence Residences, a project that just TOP in 2023 with 1,410 units. This being a larger development will give us a larger sample size. The larger the sample size, the more representative our data would be. And this project has a good mix of dumbbell and corridor layouts, so the difference in performance can be studied within the development. So the conclusion over here is that dumbbell layout actually performs way better as compared to the corridor layout, with the dumbbell layout coming in at 5.1% average annualized gain and the corridor layout having a 4.5%. I'm going to break it down further. So there are different nuances in each of the layout too. Dumbbell layout with tuck-away kitchen, corridor layout with tuck-away kitchen, dumbbell with open concept kitchen, and also corridor with open concept corridor layout with open concept kitchen. So you will notice that the biggest difference that actually pulls up the average annualized gain is actually the tuck-away kitchen. This is very evident in when we are looking at the dumbbell plus tuck-away kitchen versus dumbbell open concept kitchen. So you will notice that the dumbbell with tuck-away kitchen actually performs better than the average annualized gain of dumbbell layouts. But the dumbbell with open concept kitchen doesn't seem to perform as well, with an average annualized gain below 5.1%, coming in at 4.5%. So same thing over here. The corridor layout with tuck-away kitchen actually gives a 5% average annualized gain, which is higher than the average annualized gain for a general corridor layout. In fact, it actually does as well as a dumbbell layout unit. So it seems that the importance of the tuck-away kitchen precedes the part whether it's the dumbbell or corridor layout. Probably because tuck-away kitchen is generally more practical as compared to the open concept kind. So this is pretty much similar to what we are seeing on the ground, just putting it down in numbers. You might think maybe it has to do with the facing of each of the unit. I've got you covered. I've gone even deeper to study whether traffic noises actually affects the performance of the layout. So you might think, right, what about the traffic, whether it's facing the road or the quiet facing units that are facing inwards? So what we see over here is that when there is traffic, it actually still performs okay. In fact, it is 4.8%, which is higher than the average annualized gain of a general corridor layout. So I would go out a limb to say that the traffic noise might not be too huge of a deal breaker when it comes to the resale performance, as long as you have a tuck-away kitchen. At the end of the day, dumbbell or corridor layout, it really depends on the person that's staying there. But if you are looking to optimize your dollars, the dumbbell layout would be the one to go for. Otherwise, I would think it's more of a personal preference. And what truly makes a difference would be the tuck-away kitchen that is enclosable. If the layout is livable and practical, it's going to be a good layout, and that will be the better buy.